music maze. Hi Year 8 and welcome to lesson 3 of soul music. So last week you should have had a go at doing the singing part for one of the solos for You Can't Stop the Beat and having a go at singing the whole song all the way through. Today we're going to start trying to learn the dance routine. So that is what we're going to be doing now. The first thing that I would like you to do is I would like you to come up with 16 beats. Absolutely anything that you want to. It could be a fortnight dance, it could be TikTok, that's absolutely fine. Whatever you would like to do. I'm just going to keep it really simple. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that is going to be my 16 beats. But yours can be anything you would like to. So pause this video now and have a go at coming up with your 16 beats. Have you done that? Now the second thing I need you to do is I need you to come up with either another 16 beats or you need to decide if you're going to repeat the 16 beats that you just come up with. So if you want to use what you already have, because it comes up at 2 points in the song, you see. So if you want to repeat that, that's absolutely fine. If you want to come up with a new one, so have a different one for each section, you need to pause this video now while you go and make up a dance for that next 16 beats. Brilliant. So you should have either 16 beats of dancing that you're going to repeat, or you should have come up with 2 different sections of 16 beats. Next thing you need to do is you need to come up with 2 freezes. My freeze, my first one, is going to be this. And you need to be able to hold it for quite some time. So the first verse, when Tracy sings, you are going to be in your freeze frame the whole time. So while you come up with your first freeze, just pause this video. Brilliant. Now you've done that, you need to come up with your second freeze. So this is the second verse when Penny and Seaweed sing together. So you need to have a freeze that you can hold for the whole of that verse. So my freeze frame, you know what, I've not actually come up with one yet. Let's see, what could it be? It's just going to be this. So pause this video now while you come up with your second freeze frame. Have you done that? Now it's time for some dancing. So that first 16 beats that you've already come up with, that is what we're going to begin with. So just give me a second while I play the computer. Freeze frame. So that's where you've got to hold it. It's for the whole of this first verse. So what you need to do, you might have noticed, after those 16 beats, there was an extra little bit, and it's called shooping. So what your arms do, you step towards this side first, and you're going to go step together, step, step together, step, step together, step, step together, step, freeze. Should we try that one more time? Step together, step, step together, step, step together, step, step together, step, freeze. Okay? And your arms at the same time are going to be going in the direction of your legs. Right? So it's going to be step together, step, step together, step, step together, step, step together, step, freeze. And then you hold that for the whole of that bar. So let's have another go at that little chunk with the music. Shoop shooping. Freezing. Excellent. How did you get on? I missed a little bit out. I've just noticed there's a clap. So it goes step together, step, clap, step together, step, clap, step together, step, clap, step together, step, freeze. So after the Tracy section, the bit that we all start dancing on is when the wheel keeps spinning round and round. So the wheel spinning round and round, that's where we unfreeze, and you need to have one hand on your hip, and then your other hand you're going to spin like you're doing a lasso, and whilst you're doing that you're going to step on your feet. So when you do your first spin round, you step on that foot and then back, so the wheel keeps spinning round and round. Have another go at that. We'll keep spinning round and round. So the heart keeping time to the speed of the sound. You're going to have one foot, so your ball of your foot's off the floor and your heel's on the floor, and then you're just going to go bend, 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 while at the same time your hands are going to do like a heartbeat. So when you bend, you put your hands towards your heart. So heart keeping time to the speed of sound. Have another go. Heart keeping time to the speed of sound. I was lost. You're just going to stand. I was lost, but I heard. Yeah, and then drums. You're going to play the drums, going from this corner to this corner. Drums, and I found my way. So I was lost, but I heard the drums and I found my way. Do that a bit again, from I was lost. I was lost, but I heard the drums and I found my way. And then every time the words "you can't stop the beat" come up, you just need to stand still, but like a power, you can't stop the beat. Okay? Let's try from wheel spinning round and round, that whole chunk. So we'll keep spinning round and round, and my heart keeps in time to the speed of sound. I was lost till I heard the drums and I found my way. 'Cause you can't stop the beat. Let's try it a little bit quicker, but we're going to try that with the music. Cause the wheel keeps spinning round and round, and my heart's keeping time to the speed of sound. I was lost till I heard the drums and I found my way. You can't stop the beat. Brilliant. Did you do that work really well? If you need to, you can rewind this video and have a look at that section again. Okay? So for the next bit, you have got two options. So you can either twist, which is where you kind of spin on the balls of your feet and then your hands do this. Or if you would like to, you can shimmy. Up to you. I'm going to twist, but you choose whether you would like to twist or whether you would like to shimmy. So that's for the whole of this section. So nice and easy. Let's have a go at that with the music. You can't stop the beat. You can't stop the, and that's where that bit finishes. So after you've done the twist, for half of the first chorus, it goes into a bit that has got some more dance moves, but it's mainly your hands. And you take it in turns a lot. And every time you take it in turns, you need to make sure every single time you're doing your left hand first and then your right hand. So everything goes left, right to make it a little bit easier. So motion of the ocean or the sun in the sky. That's the first bit. Let's have another go. Motion of the ocean or the sun in the sky. You can wander if you wanna, but I'll never ask why. Try that again. You can wonder if you wanna, but I'll never ask why. And if you try to hold me down, I'm gonna spit in your eye. So it goes left, right, left, right. And if you try to hold me down, I'm gonna spit in your eye and say, and then it goes back to you can't stop the beat. So let's try that whole bit. So motion of the ocean or the sun in the sky. You can wonder if you wanna, but I'll never ask why. And if you try to hold me down, I'm gonna spit in your eye and say that you can't stop the beat. Let's have a go with music. Cause you can't stop the motion of the ocean, of the sun in the sky. You can wonder if you wanna, but I'll never ask why. If you try to hold me down, I'm gonna spit in your eye and say, you can't stop the beat. And then did you hear how the music went back to the music we had at the very beginning? So that is where you choose whether you would like to do your new 16 beats. So remember at the very beginning of the video I said you could come up with a second 16 beats of dancing, or whether you would like to just repeat what you had at the very beginning. And then it goes back into the shooting. In fact, most of this next section is exactly the same as what we've already learned. But first, I want to have a go all the way through from the beginning. Shooting, shoot. Freeze frame coming up. You can't stop another lunch as it races down the hill. You can try to stop the seasons, girl, but you know you never will. And you can try to stop my dancing feet, but I just cannot stand most spinning. Cause the wheel keeps spinning round and round. My heart's keeping time to the speed of sound. I was lost till I heard the drums and I found my way. You twist or shimmy. Motion of the ocean's coming up. Cause you can't stop the motion of the ocean, of the sun in the sky. You can wonder if you wanna, but I'll never ask why. If you try to hold me down, I'm gonna spit in your eye and say, you can't stop the beat. So this is just 16 beats again. Shooting. Second pose. So this is the penny and seaweed section. So this is another section that you might be able to do as a solo or a duet. Wheel spinning round and round coming up. You can't stop the beat. Twist or shimmy. You can't stop the... So we start with the motion of the ocean again. So it goes motion of the ocean, but this time instead of sun in the sky, we're going to do rain from above, and that's both hands. And then you can try to stop the paradise, remember left, right first. You can try to stop the paradise we're dreaming of. Let's try that again. You can try to stop the paradise we're dreaming of. One more time. You can try to stop the paradise we're dreaming of, but you cannot stop. And we're going to clap on this next bit, and your first clap is on the word stop. So you cannot stop the rhythm of two hearts in love to stay, because you can't stop the beat. So your first clap is on the word stop, and then you stop here for you can't stop the beat. Every time those words come, you've got that strong you can't stop the beat. Let's try that with the music. Round and round, and my heart's keeping time to the speed of sound. Was lost till I heard the drums and I found my way. You can't stop, shimmy or twist. the rain from above. You can try to stop the paradise when you're dreaming of, but you cannot stop the rhythm of two hearts in love to stay strong. You can't stop the beat. And then you've got those 16 beats again. Did you hear you got those 16 beats again? Now, unfortunately, some of you are going to be a little bit disappointed. So for those third 16 beats, you can either repeat what you've got for the first section, the second section. If you really, really want to, you can come up with a whole different thing for those 16 beats. The bit that I said some of you might be disappointed for, Edna, I'm cutting her out. Now the whole thing, end to end, is nearly 6 minutes, and we're going to try and come up with about a 3.5 minute version. So instead of going to Edna there, we're going to skip Edna out. She talks about Christmas ham for a start. Christmas is gone. And we're going to go to the Motormouth Maybelle bit, which is going to be everyone. So we're going to have a solo for the first verse of Tracy. We're going to have a duet for the second verse, which is Penny and Seaweed. And then we're going to skip to the Motormouth Maybelle, and that's going to be everyone. And while you sing that bit, because that is going to be sung by all the class, you're just going to stand there whilst you do it. But look like you're enjoying yourself. Okay? So the last little section we're going to do today repeats bits of the dance that we've already done. So this work that you're doing is for this week and next week. So I want you to watch the video and get really, really sure of the dance. Then we're going to have another week on singing, and I would like for any of you who would like to audition for either Tracy, Penny or Seaweed to send me a file of you having a go at singing that section. And then we're going to have a go at putting it all together. So the very, very last section, and if you want to know the words for the trimmed down version that we're going to do, they are on Teams under Files. So the last section goes, 'cause the world keeps spinning round and round, and my heart keeps in time to the speed of sound. I was lost till I heard the drums and I found my way, 'cause you can't stop the beat. Now the lyrics of the next bit are different to what we've had previously. Ever since we first saw the sun, a man and woman like to shake it when the day is done. But you're going to go back to either your twisting or your shimmying. Okay? And then the very, very last bit goes, 'cause you can't stop the motion of the ocean or the rain from above. You can try to stop the paradise we're dreaming of, but you cannot stop the rhythm of two hearts in love to stay, 'cause you can't stop the beat. And that's the end. So then at the very, very end, you've got to come up with one last pose. Okay? So one last pose for the very, very end of it all. Right, let's have a go at that last little bit with the music. Round and round. Twist and shimmy. Right, how did you get on? Brilliant. So make sure you practice that this week and next week. I'm going to have one last go all the way from the beginning. Freestyle. Shoot, shooting. Pose. So if you want to audition for Tracy, Make sure you're having a practice. We'll keep spinning round and round coming up. And, because the wheel keeps spinning. I was lost till I heard the drums and I found my way. Because you can't shimmy or twist. You can't stop the motion of the ocean or the sun and the sky. You can wonder if you wanna, but I'll never ask why. If you try to hold me down, I'm gonna spit in your eye and say, freestyle! Shoot, shooping! Second pose coming up! Penny or seaweed? If you would like to have a go at this duet, make sure you're practicing it. Send that to me. We'll keep spinning round and round coming up. Shimmy or twist. Because you can't stop the motion of the ocean or the rain from above. You can try to stop the paradise with dreaming up, but you can't stop the rhythm of two hearts in love to stay. You can't freestyle. Shoot, shooping. Oh no, there's no shoot, shooping there. I forgot. This is the bit that you sing with the motor mouth Maybell with. We'll keep spinning. Shimmy or twist. You can't stop the motion of the ocean or the ring from above. You can try to stop the paradise with dreaming up, but you can't stop the rhythm of two hearts in love to stay. You can't stop the beat. And then you're going to have your pose. So think of your final pose there. Let me just go pause the music. Right, so make sure you're practicing for next week. And I'll see you, not next week, but the week after, because you're going to carry on practicing your dance next week too, for some singing. Bye! Music Miss!